Guillermo Díaz-Fañas is Out to Innovate's 2021 Engineer of the Year awardee. As it turns out, as a past recipient of the same award, it was my distinct pleasure to interview him earlier this summer, and here's the interview.
Thanks again, Christina. I really appreciate this invitation. My name is Guillermo Díaz-Fañas. I'm an engineer by profession, and currently I'm working with the World Bank at the Public-Private Infrastructure Advisory Facility, bringing my experience in engineering to essentially tackle the climate change and disaster resilience challenges that we live in today. I am originally from the Dominican Republic, and being born and raised there, I went through a lot as an LGBTQIA plus person. That's the way I would say it. Since very young, I was very passionate about STEM, but I was always told by my teachers that these were fields for very macho men, and that myself as a little effeminate, I would say perhaps, individual, they saw, oh no, you should be an architect or you should be an artist, which I didn't take it as an offense because I like art a lot, but I was really passionate about math and science. And so I guess I went against the odds, and I decided to pursue a degree in civil engineering. I worked as a civil and environmental engineer in the Dominican Republic for a few years, and then I decided to pursue my graduate degree in the US. So that's how I ended up coming here. I worked in research for a few years, finished my graduate degree, and then I started working in industry. And here I am about 12 years later, trying to essentially bring to the world that me as a gay, open person, I'm able to do the job same or even better than any other heterosexual cisgender person out there.
The other thing is, you're with your job. I'm assuming you travel around the world for certain events. Can you say something about the issues you face in traveling around the world, being an open?
I have had faced issues in mission or in interacting with clients, and I am always very assertive to make sure that I am respected for who I am. Similarly, if someone around me, whether it's a woman or let's say another LGBTQI plus person or a person of color, is discriminated, I'm always very assertive because I am not going to be an accomplice for this kind of stuff. I think we're there for each other. We have to help each other. And lastly, on that sense, I would like to say that it's very important that we also are able to think of health and safety. And when I talk about health and safety, I mean both mental health, but also I mean actual physical health and safety. There are countries in which I could be murdered for who I am. And of course, before traveling, I do my homework and I try to understand what is the context, what is the environment, and to what end I could make this a virtual meeting or a physical one, because I would not put my life or the life of my colleagues in danger. But at the same time, I would not be silenced by anyone, because this is who I am and I'm a professional, and I'll bring here my services to make the world a better place.
Is this your first Out to Innovate or Nuggle Step event?
It is indeed. And interesting enough, so my mentor, also great friend, she was my former boss. She was the one who put me in contact, essentially, for me to understand about this wonderful organization. She nominated me for this award without me knowing, to be completely honest. So when I received the notification, it was like, what is this? And then I saw that she was copied. And at this time, I was not working with her anymore. So I contacted her first, was, what is this? How did this happen? And I was just so honored because she is a cisgender straight woman who has suffered a lot in engineering because of being a woman. Mm-hmm. So the fact that she took the time to really go that step forward and put my candidacy out there, it's something that I appreciated. And we actually made some jokes about it because she told me, I knew you were gonna get it. I'm like, I didn't know there was something to get. And I'm just so proud and happy to see that my mentor and now great friend mm-hmm. saw that in me. So I'm really looking forward to get involved with this organization, as I think this award is more of a first step for me to know more about this organization and be involved in it. As I know you as a former winner yourself, I can see myself sitting where you are in a few years. So I cannot actually be more excited that we are trying to essentially transition to this type of events, because this allow more people to be included. Not everyone has the possibility to travel or to attend an event in another city or country. So I think this is a great opportunity. Also, as a huge advocate for climate change, I'm happy to see that we're not emitting greenhouse gases by using planes to travel to places. So this is really exciting that we are having this virtual event. And then on the other hand, I am really pleased to hear about also how you feel about how diverse the LGBTQ plus community is. And it is indeed. Myself as a immigrant to the US, I, beyond my LGBTQ plus identity, I also suffer discrimination because I'm an asylee from my home country. So I have asylum status. And I think that adds yet another layer of complexity to my intersectionality as a person. So it's just, I've found huge support in my community, and I'm really happy to be part of it.
Any closing words?
Well, I mean, just to what you said, I just wanted to first acknowledge how important it is to understand that for us to live, for us to be able to break the systemic racism that we live in and to really achieve social justice, we all have to learn that to some extent, many of us are very privileged, and we need to understand what our privilege is and learn to listen to those that are suffering. I see this award as an opportunity to give a voice to someone that, like me, perhaps to some extent, I did suffer some type of discrimination for being an LGBTQI plus person, but in any way, I'm here to speak on behalf of my trans siblings, for example, or my trans Black, Indian, or people of color. And I think it is very important that we are able to listen to them, understand them, to brainstorm together, how are we able to make infrastructure and life equitable. In my work, I do a lot of stakeholder consultations, and as part of it, I would say a huge component of it is to ensure that the right people are in the room. So we shouldn't be talking only about diversity or inclusion. We have to talk about equity. We have to talk about social justice. This is the only way that we're able to ensure that we're providing the right services and really designing a society that works not only for the top 1%, but for everyone. So a huge honor to have had this interview with you and to be selected for this award. I think this is an amazing platform, and I am deeply honored and thankful to have had the opportunity to speak about things I'm passionate about, like this one.
Thank you. And I think that will close it. Thank you, Guillermo, for taking the time and to join me, and looking forward to our time together at the virtual event.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Christina.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.